Make some coffee. Let me see. Sure, I make some coffee. Yeah. Make some coffee. All right. Tell him. Looks like YouTube is giving me shit, huh? Cool. You start talking about the Jews and then boom, nobody's watching. It's crazy. Really? Ferris, waving Uncle so, doggy. Shit. I don't know. I was just messing around right now. Like, let's see, it's early. Hey, watch out your dog. Yeah, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Yep, that's what's up. What's going on in that world? All right. Just want to fucking put the trash away. Been working early morning. I can't catch them all night. Yeah, it's good, bro. It's all good. It's all right. Yeah, you know, I'm new to this stuff too. So sometimes, I'm at work too. And I try to engage sometimes with a topic. Sometimes I just go on live and see what's up. People have a question, have feedback, we discuss it, have opinions, stuff like that. Nothing big. That's good. Making some coffee. Shoot. Yeah, I was noticing that you know, we all know that, media, Hollywood, other big stuff run by Jewish people. I remember I think it was like last 2 weeks, start talking about Hitler and Jews, and man, they get you. I received a warning and shit, like they don't want you talking about stuff, but I wasn't talking about Hitler doing the right thing. I was just talking about he's one of the people with a sharp mind. He was. But it's okay, right? I'm trying not to cheat on my girl, dude. Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? Like a female nature, it's not that you're not trying to cheat, right? And me, I do embrace red pill knowledge. I embrace, even to a certain extent, black knowledge, the think black, you know, pill, this coming about good looks and all that. To a certain extent, they're a little bit right, but not too right that you have to make surgeries on your face. I'm not down for all that. But it's not about cheating at your girl or cheating on your girl or your wife. Sometimes it's just needed to be exposed to other women, right? Right. And not flirting in a way, not flirting, but just you have to interact with other women. I've been there. I felt like, okay, she doesn't give me no reason to cheat on her. She doesn't give me no reason to be out there. But that's not the approach. And I'm not saying you guys have to do it. It's the wrong approach of female nature. It just lets you, allows you to be whoever you want to be. Like, okay, you have your wife, your girl. Okay, man, she doesn't do anything. She's a good girl. So I don't want to cheat. But that doesn't work that way. The dynamic is that she got with you in the first place because you already had that little player on you, that little kind of cheater vibe. But that doesn't mean you're going to cheat on her just because you want to cheat on her. It doesn't mean once you start knowing female nature, you know that you have to be encountering with other women so she can always have that polarity. She can always see, like, man, I know I have them, but sometimes I don't. And once she feels that she has you, okay, he's not going to cheat. This is when it starts going down. And you don't want to hit that. You don't want to hit that average line, that line on the graphic where everything starts going decline, because then you have to put like triple effort to bring that line into neutral and that go to the incline again, right? That's my opinion. I feel bad. I cheated last September. I felt bad. I know that's the thing about men. We as men kind of have that godly, divine energy that we want to treat women the right way. We want to treat children and the world the right way. All right. But sometimes the world, because of energy frequencies and the polarity and the nature of things, it doesn't result in the best thing. Right. And we as men, we feel bad when we do that. Right. We feel bad. But then the more you exercise it, I'm not gonna say the more you do it. You exercise it because you know it's something that you need to exercise as a masculine energy. And you don't have to cheat. Is that you can go just meet a person, meet a girl, have a few drinks, water, a conversation, and I'm good. And that aura, all right, that aura, just because you were talking to another woman, you carry with you. And you don't have to cheat, right? But if you already cheated, that's okay. Don't be hard on yourself, right? But if you cheated, she's still with you, right? But the thing that I've noticed with my own brothers, because I had a brother who went through some divorce and he didn't want to cheat with nobody. He didn't want to be with no girls and he still got divorced and it was her who started the divorce. So I have, a lot of examples where like men don't have to cheat, but you have to be interacting with other women. Not daily, right? But you have to, right? Conversation, few smiles, and stuff like that. It's just bizarre, man. I cannot put my finger on it and explain where. I just can't say just female nature. They appreciate a man who have other women wanting him. That's what I found out. She found out we got through it. See, I'm telling you, that's good. So now she knows. Now she's been imprinted in her mind that you did it and you can do it again. And the bad thing, if you want to say it, it's already happened. You guys went through that painful thing. But the good thing is that she's not gonna say that, and it's okay. They don't have to say it. She feels good. I know sounds crazy. She in moments with she will be on her own, she'll feel kind of like, God damn, other women want my man. And it's so crazy, bro. It's so crazy, guys. It's so crazy. Because we don't want to do that. We don't want to cheat on our wives or girlfriends. We don't. We actually don't, right? But then you stop doing have interacting with women and they start acting funny, man. Eventually, it just stacks up. That's what I noticed in my experience, my opinion, right? But anybody can have a different opinion, of course, But that's me. It's just like, man, I wish I could never speak to another woman but my wife or my girl. It doesn't work like that. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, huh? But it's all right. Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna get some coffee, guy. She found out, yeah, but I've been getting the craving again. Of course, it's always like that, it's just, it is like that, bro. I'll tell you this though. I can tell you this. I've never spoke to a man who hasn't cheated and has a girl. That's the messed up part. I've had spoken to young guys, older guys, younger than me, older than me, my age, family, not family, where they have cheated on their wives, on their girls, and they still have a girl or they still have girls. So that's your answer when you kind of like have an outside experience out of your body, if you want to call it. Like, I want to see myself. I It's just hard to understand, but I've never met somebody who said, "Well, I've never cheated on a woman and had a woman at that time." It's so crazy. It's bizarre. It's just dark. Whatever word you want to put on it, But every man who has, spiced up a little bit, had an affair with another woman by being married or cheated on their girl, and they still have that girl or they have other girl. It's so crazy. But I never met vice versa. Like, oh, I don't cheat on my wife, I don't cheat on my woman, and still they have a girl. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Or be the opposite, you know? She fell out of the relationship, bro. Not me. I'm like, what? And you still with her? I mean, all right, bro. Saw you. Yeah, but I've been getting, especially I work so many single moms. I mean, yeah, those are the ones. And single moms are not looking for a relationship. They say they do, but they don't. Actually, all women, even single women, even they're 18, 17, 19, 20, they're saying I want a relationship. There's another word for them as a female nature, female as a woman, it's just a disguise of saying it I want D. That's another. Oh, I want a relationship. No, they want to hop in the bed, you know. And men, we're different. Okay, we literally, when we're young, we're looking for a girlfriend. We are looking literally. We're not looking for pussy. We're looking for for the first time. We're naive, innocent. Like we want a girlfriend. And with girls are different, bro. They're not looking for a boyfriend. They're not looking for a stable relationship. That's what they say, right? Because they don't even understand it at that time, you know. But relationships comes after having sex. You know? That's the thing. You know, you can't have a good relationship before you have sex. You can't. It's all fake. Mhm. You guys don't know intimate, so you guys can develop a relationship. That's why I don't believe in this so-called dating game. Like, oh, I'm dating a girl. That means you're having sex. Well, not yet. So what do you call it dating? That's nonsense. You will never get to know nobody like that. Nobody. I disagree. You know, I disagree. You can date for 10 years, and still have no woman. Here and there, you will smash, but you will have no experience with women, right? Yeah. But if you have the other approach about I'm just open to whatever happens, I think that's a better starting point to have or develop a relationship in the future with a girl instead of saying, "Oh, I want a good relationship." No, it doesn't work that way. No, it doesn't. I've seen a lot, and not only me, a lot of people. But yeah, but it's all right, bro. Don't feel guilty, right? That eats you up. It already happened. I'm telling you, your girl might, when she gets mad, she might bring it up, but that actually turns her on because she has something to fight with you, right? Any fight or anytime you're late, you probably were cheating on me again, blah blah blah. So you as a man, like, damn, she still remembers that, but it's a good thing because she still remembers that, but in her female nature is just like, wow, you know, I just have a man that other women want him. That's but that's my view, my knowledge, right? My knowledge, right? So yeah, I never get it. And I haven't had a conversation with my older son because he's kind of upset, because he thinks that we men, because he's been in YouTube, kind of listening to some manosphere information, and he disagrees because he was raised with a single mom. I separated from his mom when he was like 3 years old, so he was small, right? And then here and there I would visit him, and that's why he he doesn't believe in women like that. But then he's gonna learn, you know, in a painful way that female nature will never stop existing. They will always be female nature. You know, they have it in their blood. That's just how they respond to things. Astrology, numerology has influence, of course. I do believe in that. She brought up having a friend. I just can't find one. I really look for one. She brought up having a friend. Oh, having a friend, you or her? Because if she wants to have a friend, that's not good. But if she's saying that you can have a friend, I mean, that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's I think we're in a pivotal moment too about a lot of changes, but none of this male nature and female nature is gonna disappear or fade away. It's not. It's almost gonna be the opposite. This is when like this is the time where it's going to glue all the knowledge that people have been scattered around and talking for already like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Yeah. A woman friend. Yeah. Bring on a third in. That's good. That's good, bro. That's good. Yep. And here's the thing with women. A lot of times they don't want to talk about dark stuff. What's up, G? What's up? They don't want to talk about dark stuff because they think man is going to judge them. Okay. If you think the night, if you think the ocean, the depths of the ocean are dark, wait until you start tapping into female nature, man. Like, how far can they take something, right? In an intimate relationship. But they don't bring it up because you need to understand that they know it's a lot of times so out there, right? You have women just like you, hey, babe, you want to bring another girl? I'm down for it, right? And you say, God damn, I'm a straight Viking, right? Two girls in the same bed. Uh, that's really a dream come true to a lot of people, right? You know, so and you have to say what I've learned with women, you have to give in sometimes. You can't just like sometimes they're testing you though. That's the thing. And you have to take risks. If you say yes, okay, I'll bring a woman, they're gonna be like, man, you were so quick to bring another female into our bed, blah blah blah. But she was the one to bring it up, brought it up, but she was probably testing you, or she's testing you. Not all the time. She might, Yeah. Oh, my ex was nuts. I know. Yeah, that's that's so crazy. See, I just got a message from one of my baby mamas saying that's what I want. Oh my god, yeah, yeah. It's crazy, guys. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty for having this. It's not craving. I know. I know. I'm not saying you're wrong, my boy, but my guy. But it's just like it's not craving. It's just the nature of a man, especially if you're working out, especially if you kind of have your shit together in here, because there's no such thing. I have my shit together out there. You can be rich and fucking stock markets, fucking apocalypse or anything. It makes you fucking go down. So the whole point is you have to. When people say, "Well, you need to get your shit together," we're talking about here. Talking about here. This is when you got your shit together, your mindset, right? You can hit rock bottom, but your mindset doesn't change. So you spike back up, right? Just matter of time. Boom. Doesn't scare you. Um, but as a man, woman, they always want you because other women want you. It's not new. It's something that you have to live with it. And the hard part is to learn not to feel guilty about it. This is what I've learned with myself. Because we as men, we feel guilty and we just like, what am I gonna tell my daughter? What am I gonna tell my sister, my mom? They all know that I'm a cheater, and this is what brings men down because they don't know that this is male nature. That women want you when other women want you. Okay, and especially being specific when they see that you have a woman in you on your side, like in the present moment, right? You go to a barbecue, you go to a gathering, to church, to school, at work. They know that you are married. They have a different approach, my dude. They just have a different approach towards you. Even though she does not flirting, she doesn't want you, but her female nature acknowledges it that you are wanted by other female, regardless if she's beautiful or she's not beautiful. That's the positive thing about it. When I told man, they're like, "Oh, I'm picky, Alex," or "I don't want to date no fucking fours or threes or twos." I'm like, "Look, bro, you better stop looking at women at one or nines or tens, because any fucking day they fucking change, right? You see them in the picture, they're a 10, they're a 8. You see them next fucking day, they're a 4 or 5. Next day, they're a 7. It's up and downs, man, with women. It's up and downs. So I don't recommend see women from 1 to 9 scale, 1 to 10, because they change, right? Because remember, they're aging, right? And their value, it's dropping. Okay. It's dropping just the way it is by nature, right? They mature faster mentally and physically than men. The older we get, it just keeps going until we die. Then it drops, right? You can be a fucking 78, 90-year-old motherfucker, right? If you still, if you invested all your life on your 50s, 60s, eating right, you're going to be 70, 80, 90 years old, still looking good. And still young woman trying to fucking take care of you. That's the guarantee, man, with being a man. I've seen it with my eyes. I've seen it. It's so crazy. I've seen it with old fuckers, bro, that they still like, there's young women, they want to be around him. Not necessarily in a sexual way, but they want to be around him. And this is the power of being a, a man, that it never fucking, your value never goes down. Never. It never goes down. It never. And it's not about money. It's not. It's always a mental state. Always. Right? I've seen poor old people, and there's young women that like, I can help you, sir. La la la. I'm like, whoa, shit. For me, it's mind blowing when I see those kind of stuff, bro. Honestly, man can have kids. Exactly. That's just another biology, science, fact, right? And it's not to shame women, because sometimes I have women like, blah, 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 blah. It's not to shame women. It's just to put science in front, right? That's what it is. It's just to put science in front, right? That's the whole thing, right? Oh, man, what's up? Yeah, I think a woman loses 80% of their eggs by 34. They do. They do. They do. And especially, I don't know if is there a fact if any, every woman are born with different kind of, when they're like, they hit puberty, and they're ready to have kids. I don't know how many eggs they have. I don't know if there's a equal amount of eggs that every woman gets to have, or varies. I don't know, right? But yeah, yeah, it is biology. It is biology, and a lot of times this kind of stuff, it's kind of suppressed, bro. That's why, like, even when people want to bring that, like, oh, there was a study made here and there, you have to be skeptical. You have to be skeptical about things, right? You need to understand that you possess the most powerful weapon, observation. Like, you can make your own study in your community, right? Just in a smaller scale, right? But that's why traveling, it kind of, in man, it kind of like enhances you your male energy, because you get to get exposed, to more women, right? To more things. And I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, I do believe that a lot of young men are depressed because they don't have sex. They're having sexless lives because, yeah, nobody wants them. but then they work, but they don't want to spend money. And people say, I said it one time. There's a reason for paying for a woman, and I mean, there's a difference in paying for a woman and spending money on a woman. There's a difference, right? There's a difference. You can pay for a woman, that means like you have to. She's expecting it, right? She's entitled. If I spend money on a girl, that doesn't mean I'm paying for everything. It doesn't mean that. I can go, I can take a bitch, I can take a woman to dinner, right? And she can pay half of her of the stuff, half of the rounds. I pay a round, she pays another round. That doesn't mean I'm paying for her though. This is what I think a lot of young people who don't want to mess with women is because they're like, I don't want to spend my money on bitches. Like, bro, that's the wrong approach. You're not spending money. You're not paying for that bitch. You're spending money on yourself, right? And that this is why, like, I don't know, they think like, oh, money before females, but they don't understand that for you to know female nature, you need to spend money on yourself, right? And spending money on yourself, that means sometimes, yes, you fucking gonna fucking pay Lyft, Uber, and go out there, right? And I think depression is not a fucking unbalanced chemical on the fucking brain. I don't believe that, bro. I don't fucking believe that. Every weird motherfucker that I've met who has depression, right? Who's bitter and he's 20, 22, 28, 30, is because he's not going out. He's not going out, right? He doesn't even know how to talk, all right? That's the fucked up part. This is the point where men get that he doesn't even know how to talk to another man, right? So if you don't even know how to talk to a man, definitely that's a big sign that you will never know how to talk to a woman, right? That's what I told my kids, because he's hitting like they're in their teens and do you shampoo your eyebrows? Yes, I shampoo everything that has hair on it. So I tell my teens, right? My two boys, like guys, there's a trick for this, right? Like you guys need to understand that you guys are boys and guys. We as guys, we get to talk to other guys too. All right. And when you talk to other guys, you fucking you cuss, you express yourself. You're around other alpha guys. You're playing sports, so you get that little tongue, loose. You get to fucking conversate people, talk shit, whatever it is, and then you get your confidence because other men respect you, other men talk to you, and women see this kind of stuff. Women see that shit. Women start looking at that, and they feel curious. They want to talk to you. If you make them laugh and they are somewhere attracted to you, you can get them. Yeah, that's true. I let women know that I won, but I ain't tripping on it. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And I think you create momentum. That's the word. You create momentum like in everything, right? Just like when you're trying to find a job, you have no income waiting for you, then you start a job, then you have to wait for the fucking, if you're on salary or a weekly paid, you need to wait into that check, you get paid the next check, blah blah. So you hit momentum, right? And with women is the same thing. Like if you're not getting laid, but at least you're talking to women, right? So even rejection, even if she respond no, you should take that as a win, right? Because she responded no, right? That's the thing, you know I will say that people say like, well, what would it be a L? What would it be And L is like, well, they don't respond to you, my boy. That's another level. Like if literally everybody's saying, and there's no such thing as that. Uh, but I've seen it. I've seen it awkward motherfuckers who women don't even answer to them, right? So that means like if you're getting rejected, you approach a woman, hey, what's up, whatever it is, and they say, no, thank you, I have a boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. You just take that as a win. She responding back to you. No, you were looking for a conversation. You were looking for a respond. So that tells you that you have to keep just doing that over and over, over and over, repetition, exercise it, and then you get momentum. And then one of these days, in the near future, there's going to be a woman who's not ready to jump in bed with you, but she's ready to talk with you for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, right? And this is how you start gaining momentum. This is when you have an aura that women talk to you, okay? And this is why I tell young motherfuckers that don't try to be picky at first. Don't try to be picky. Well, I don't talk to fucking ugly bitches. Unless you're there, you're gifted with some, you know, alpha trait or some trait that you just like woman, just beautiful woman flock towards you. You might be 1%. But this is for like for normal guys who really struggling, right? Who need to start from scratch, from zero. The best thing is just start talking to women, right? Don't trying to get laid. All right. Most of the time that you're going to get laid is when you were not planning on getting laid. That's fucked up. That's so fucking crazy, right? But that's just real. That's the way it is, right? No one can become eyes. That no can become a yes. Of course. I said it. When you match, on a dating app, she flakes on you. Then you see her 2, 3 months, 6 months later down the road, and she says, it's different. Sometimes she doesn't even remember you. You know, that's how sometimes women are. People, they are involved in their lives, and you never know what they're going through at the moment. So that's why you shouldn't take it personal. You don't know what's going on at the moment, right? You don't, especially women. You know, when they go every 28 days, on their period, so they're moody, up and down. So you might be talking to her in a day that is not the most effective day to talk to her. And you take it personal, like, oh, she don't want me. No, she doesn't even want herself at that day. She's mad, you know, of what she's going through, her emotions, her hormones. And you, as a young man, immature, you think it's personal. Like, oh, it's me. I had a mustache on. Let me shave. It was my haircut, or it was this, or it was that, and it wasn't. It wasn't. Nope, it wasn't. It was her all this time. She was mad at herself. Mhm. That's female nature, bro. That's female nature, man. American dudes just need to go foreign. Yes, yes and no. I don't know how I feel about going online and getting some Asian. I've never been into them, but I've met a lot of white dudes that are into like Asian women for some reason. All right. Um, a lot of people, a lot of white dudes, they want to bring a Latina, right? A Latin American, or just from Colombia or Mexico, right? They want to bring a girl in here, but I don't even know about that, bro. Like they want papers, they want you to grant them fucking citizenship. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not ICE. The fuck out of here. You know? So I don't believe that. I I don't. I will not. I was still. I had a few women from out of the country. Not many, a few, but a lot of them they were coming with visas, and but I never married one, or they never offer that because it was not. I don't know. It didn't happen. But that might be a trick that a lot of American young boys start marrying bitches from overseas, right? But at the end of the day, if you don't know how to speak to a woman, you haven't never spoke to a woman. What guarantees you? What makes people think, man, that when they go overseas, women are just going to be so attracted to them? That's just, especially when we have Instagram, when we have internet. It's just like it's not like you're gonna go get a naive woman who doesn't know what fucking internet is. That fucking bitch is fucking OnlyFans. Huh? Living on a hill. Get the fuck out of here, man. That shit's crazy. Fuck yeah. You gonna fucking trying to get a decent gal, but then it's just like, no, I don't know, man. In my personal opinion, I don't think that would be a great idea, but it can be a good one though for people who are already getting laid here. In my opinion, if you're not getting women here, I don't know what makes them think that they're gonna be successful in another country. They might be. I don't know. They need to have nothing but loose mindset. Yeah, that's true. That's pressure. That's true, buddy. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. And I know it's just like morals, man. Like, man, like you said it before. Like, it's not only you. People say like, I feel bad when I have an affair, when I cheat on my woman, when I cheat on my girlfriend, and that guilt, right? And that is just kind of like, how can I say it? It's because we have morals, right? But if she does it, here's the thing, man. If she does it, because I've met a lot of people like, yeah, I cheated on my boyfriend, on my husband, with me or other friends, and you can see them. They're just like no remorse, right? And you compare them to you as a man, and you're like, man, we feel bad. We feel like, man, that sucks. But then when they do it, they're just loyal to their emotions. They're just like, man, this is what I felt at that moment. Regardless if I had kids or a husband, I slept with this guy and get over it. That's how quickly they think and how quickly they get out of their guilt and their shame. But that's female nature. No, that's female nature. No, and this is when we come in and don't judge them. Don't judge them. You know, who cares? That's female nature, right? Female nature, and that's what's up, man. That's pressure. Well, it's been 44 minutes. That's good. So that's it. I think I'm gonna go down to the store. I forgot some. But that's what's up with female nature, boys. See you guys.